Seeking English, S.A.T. Workbook, page 434, problem 2. I am frequently stressing the importance of not checking middle terms if you do not have to. And that continues to be a good strategy, which if you applied it to this problem wouldn't ultimately work to your advantage. But from a statistical standpoint, it is still a better strategy if you don't see any exception to it. This problem is an exception. How do you spot exceptions? Well, with experience. How do you get experience? Well, by doing this a lot. So if you happen not to spot an exception in a problem like this, and you don't go straight to the middle term, don't feel bad about it. You can't force yourself to spot exceptions. If you happen to spot them, that's better. So I'm going to show you what an exception would look like. In this case, you can see the terms on the left. You have a 6, a 12, 12, 12. Otherwise, they're the same. So you have two choices, and that's kind of redundant. Over here, you have a minus 15, and you have a minus 30. So again, two choices, and it's kind of redundant. You can see this is 3 to 1 versus, I guess if you could eliminate the 12, that would be great. But other than that, it probably won't help you too much. You can see this one has a 12 and a minus 30, a 12, and also a minus 30 here. So there's a certain amount of redundancy in the answers. Now, if you look at this one has a plus x, this one also has a plus x. So even the middle term is a little bit redundant between these answers, but not as much, because there are at least 3 different middle terms. So my suggestion would be in this case, if you spot something like this, to go straight for the middle term. If you don't spot it, you don't spot it. Hopefully you will, but if you don't spot it, you don't spot it. Okay. So this is going to be plus 10x here, and this is going to be minus 9x. Okay. Total is they're going to be x. Okay. It's going to be x. And x is going to be multiplied by this 2, and you come down here to this 2. So if you did happen to spot this as an exception, it would happen to be pretty fast. If it had turned out to be this x here, you would have a little bit more work to do. But there is no foolproof strategy for attacking these problems that you can uniformly apply every single time to do them in the fastest way. That's why I suggest that you try to figure out what is a rule and what is an exception. And remember, knowing the rule is the only thing that gives the exception any value. Thanks.